guys, it's Victoria. Thanks so much for coming back to my channel. I just want to start off by saying hi. I miss all of you so much. Things have just been so crazy and so hectic, and there's just been a lot going on in life, which I know there has been for everyone. I just kind of needed a break, if that makes any sense at all, because I know that I'm not a daily vlogger. It's not like I was posting every day, all day, but I've just kind of been in this place where I just have felt very negative, and it definitely wasn't a good thing. And I just didn't want to spread that negativity or put it all on you guys. I promise to always be honest with you, which I am, but I just felt like I was not in the right headspace to give you guys the kind of videos that you deserve. So I am back, I'm excited, I'm ready, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart for not being the kind of YouTuber that I want to be, which is the kind of person who puts up helpful videos and is responding to comments and really just on top of things. And I haven't been, and for that I am sorry. It's really, these past few months are not indicative of the kind of person that I really am. It's just been a lot going on. So I kind of wanted to talk about that today. There's a lot to update you on, so I'm going to try to get through it quickly, and then if you guys have questions, I'm happy to do a video on any of those things because I'm excited to be back and ready to go. So first of all, just kind of where I've been, I just kind of got to a point where I lost hope. We have been trying and trying and trying, and every month is a no. We're no closer. I take my supplements every day. I do everything I'm supposed to do, and yet it still doesn't happen. And at the same time, then, I feel very guilty for feeling that way because I know that there are so many of you who have been going through this fertility journey for even more years than we have, and my heart just aches for you, and I know that I have no right to be as down as I have been. So it's been kind of a battle of my emotions, if you will. So that's been difficult. And I also, there's just been a lot going on in our family life. We've been very, very busy with family stuff. My husband's grandmother was diagnosed with emphysema and lung cancer several weeks before Easter, and she declined very rapidly, and she passed away at the beginning of May. Very sad, but it was also kind of a blessing because she didn't have to suffer from the cancer, which was a blessing, and we all got to spend a lot of time with her and, say our goodbyes, and she was right there with it until the very end, which was a gift, and it was wonderful for the family, I think. For me, I've only been a part of her life for a little over 6 years, but, she was very special to me too, and always treated me like one of the family. So it was wonderful to have that time with her, and that she was very aware of everyone and what was going on, and she kept her sense of humor right until the end. Actually, the day before she passed away, we were down visiting, and she was kind of in and out of it at that point, just sleeping a lot and, very tired. And we thought that she was asleep because she was snoring away, and her husband, Jason, my husband's grandfather, sitting in the chair next to her, and he's telling a story, and he says, yeah, and I'm 80 years old. Well, out of nowhere, clear as day, she says, he's 82! And we all just look at her like, it was a blessing that, she passed peacefully and we were able to spend time with her. But so that's kept us very busy. We had all of that going on with his family, and then family time, and, just everything that happens after, someone passes, especially someone close. So that's been difficult. We've also been doing a lot of talking about what's next for us. We've had to make a lot of decisions, so I'm going to share some of those with you. First of all, and this is all going to tie together in a minute, but we are not trying officially as of this cycle, and I'm about 11, cycle day 11, and we are not going to be trying for a while at this point, for several reasons. First of all, I just need a break. I've been so focused on our trying to conceive journey that I realized that I kind of forgot who I am. And the depression that I fell into after this last miscarriage has been very, very difficult. I'm sure you can tell by looking at me, because I can tell by looking at me. I've gained weight. I am just not myself. I am not happy with how things are, and I just really need some time to get our priorities straight again and get our life back in order and really figure out what our path is. And I feel like God is giving us these signs. Things aren't happening for a reason, and we need to make the changes we need to make and figure it out so that we can have the life that we want to have, and hopefully that, God has planned for us. So that leads into our very big decision, which, we live, as most of you know, if you've been watching my videos, we live in Pennsylvania, and we live outside, and sorry for all the cars going by, but this was just the best place for me to set up, was in my window. Sorry about that. We live in Pennsylvania in the Philadelphia area. We're outside of Philly and the suburbs, but it's a very, very expensive area to live in. If I told you how much we paid in rent, you'd probably pass out. We pay double what most people pay in a mortgage, which is ludicrous. But it's the area. Sorry. The other disadvantage to having our blinds open, the dogs go crazy. 1 second. Sorry about that. So that's just a disadvantage to this area. It's a wonderful area. There's amazing schools. There's so much to do. We're so close to everything. It's wonderful being near his family, and only 4 hours from mine. And it's a great area to raise a family. And there's Cooper now. But it's just too expensive. We can't do it anymore. We've come to the conclusion, between the insurance options available, which is next to none, how much it costs to live here, what it's going to cost us to go through fertility, it just is not feasible for us. And we want to have a life where we can have a family and have a home, and right now we're in a situation we have to choose. It's either have a family, pay all the money to go through the fertility treatments, and hopefully have a family, or buy a house. We are not going to be able to do both in our current situation. So we have made the very difficult decision that we are moving. And we are moving to Florida, which is kind of crazy. I'm sure people probably think we're insane. It's not something that we've just come up with overnight. This has actually been like a 1.5 year conversation in the making. It started out as a joke because our very good friends Tony and Mark and their children live in Florida. They moved there almost 3 years ago now. Wow, that's crazy. It's been that long. But yeah, almost 3 years ago now. And they just love it down there, and she's been trying to get us to move down there since before they even moved. So it started kind of as a joke conversation and has since turned into a very serious talk. For many reasons. There are a whole lot of reasons that Florida is appealing to us, and financially it just makes a lot more sense for us. The cost of living down there is better. The cost of home ownership is night and day difference from here. We have several sources as far as getting jobs that actually pay better down there, which means more as the cost of living versus the dollar and what it means in our area versus there. The adoption system, my access to insurance, fertility treatments, etc., is just going to be night and day difference from here. And as difficult a decision as this is, we know it's right. So we have made the decision that we are moving, and our goal date is actually the middle of October. So crazy. We are almost to June, so we only have a few months to pull this off. We have tightened our budget big time because we want to have all cash to be able to do this to move. We don't want to have to worry about putting things on credit cards and paying it off. So we've really tightened down our budget. We're putting money aside. I've started weekly lists of getting things ready, and if you guys are interested in that, I'm happy to do videos on those things. But I think, sorry, my back itches. I think the biggest pieces of the announcement is that we are not trying to conceive for a while. So any videos that I'm going to be doing, if you guys are still interested, at least until we get to Florida, are going to be more about, you know, the move and, you know, my health, because I am just absolutely disturbed with the weight that I've gained. I'm an emotional eater and it has gotten the best of me. And, you know, I'm really kicking it back into gear with my Beachbody stuff. I have my 21-day fix and my Shakeology, which is kicking off again tomorrow, and I'm super excited because it works. I know it works. It's worked for me in the past, so I'm very excited to get back on board and get going and lose the weight and feel better. I know that's the first step to getting us back on track. So yeah, there's just a lot going on. And again, from the bottom of my heart, I want to apologize for not being the kind of YouTuber that I wanted to be. And that changes today. I'm going to be answering comments and questions and getting back to everyone. I have several videos planned for this week, some different tags and stuff that people have asked me to do. So those are going to be going up. I also wanted to ask you guys if you are interested. I'd love to do a questions and answer video. There's been a whole lot since I've been gone for a while, so any questions that you guys have, leave them down below. I'm also going to insert links to my Twitter and Instagram so you can ask me questions there as well. And I will make a question and answer video then, hopefully over the weekend, if not early next week for you. So that's where we are right now. I am in the process of catching up on all of your stories and your lives. So I'd love to hear from you. How are you guys doing? What's going on? Anyone new? Leave me links, you know, to your channel, because I'd love to subscribe and follow along with you guys, because you guys really do mean everything to me. You've been there for me through, you know, my miscarriage and starting over, and you've been so supportive and wonderful, and I felt lost without you guys. So I'm very excited to be back with all of you and really get caught up on everything back again and get back into the community. So that's where things are right now. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for sticking by my side. I hope you're ready for this crazy journey that we're about to go on. If you guys are interested, again, I'll be happy to do videos about prepping to move and what we're doing and then our move. So I will talk to you guys very soon. Have a great night. Bye.